All right, it is time for the Phasmophobia Weekly Challenge. This one is called Vulnerable. It's on Willow Street, and it says you're going to be going into this one with no defenses. Be careful out there. So here are the parameters of it. Looks like starting sanity, 30% sanity restoration, 200% drain speed. I think the ghost is pretty normal. It's a 3 evidence ghost. It's a 3-second grace period, so maybe like a professional level ghost. However, we have Forced Voodoo Doll. And, well, we do have Fuse Box at least. There's no hiding. And I'm pretty sure the big thing is we're going to be missing a lot of inventory. Let's go in and look. Yeah, it looks like we're missing our incense crucifixes, sanity meds, and also 2 candles. So yes, no protective items and no hiding. And no sanity restoration. But we're looking for Kim Myers. Aside from that, it looks like it's going to be a standard Tier 1 3 evidence ghost investigation. So I'm going to grab my flashlight, my EMF meter, and my thermometer. I'm not worrying about media or objectives because it's just the weekly challenge. Let's see. Am I dressing my skeleton for Halloween? I don't know. I could try to stick some stuff on there. But really it's going to come down to if it looks good or not. Let's see. Seb, how you doing? Welcome in. Am I also on YouTube? I do have YouTube videos, yes. This one's going to end up on YouTube tomorrow. But I don't stream on YouTube or anything like that. I know a lot of people have asked me to, but I don't know that I could handle dealing with like 2 chats or even 3 chats if I streamed on other platforms at the same time. So I just kind of keep it simple and stream on Twitch, and I use Twitch to make the rest of my content everywhere else. Okay, looks like our power is going to be down at the basement. Carrie, how you doing? You have a question. You had twins and noticed multiple rooms were cold. Is that a given evidence of the twins? Not generally, no. The twin is really one ghost that has a long-range interaction and a short-range interaction that it does at the same time. So it'll only be lowering the temperature of whatever room the ghost is actually standing in. There's not actually 2 ghosts roaming around. However, what map are you on? Because if you were on Grafton, Grafton does have wildly fluctuating temperatures across the whole map. Just because some of the rooms are exposed to the outdoors, and therefore the temperature of those rooms matches whatever the outdoor weather temperature is. So like if you have, oh hey, look, a bone. So if you have snow outside, snow makes it so the outside temperature is 5 degrees. So all the exposed rooms in Grafton would also be 5 degrees, even if you have the breaker on. There's our voodoo doll. Let's see. Jemima, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. Okay, so we're looking for a ghost. I haven't heard anything yet. But yeah, advice for this one, if anybody's watching it before they do it, just make sure to stay in the light to keep your sanity up. You could use one of those candles to help. Because as long as you don't let the ghost hunt, this is basically a regular investigation, you know? Carrie says, oh, you're on Tanglewood. Nightmare mode, had it in the master bedroom. The hallway and the kitchen, the hallway and the kitchen were cold all at once. Okay, well, the master bedroom, it could have just been wandering out into the hallway a lot. The kitchen being cold is strange as well. Or strange, though. Oh, hi. It's a baby. But yeah, my best guess for that is the ghost is just wandering a lot, because the ghost does drop the temperature of every room any room it's standing in. So if the ghost wanders from its room, so say that our ghost is in the living room here, you know, if it's walking into the kitchen a lot, it's going to be dropping the temperature kitchen as well. So normally rooms adjacent to the ghost room, it's common for those to be cold as well. Like, not as cold as the ghost room. Let's see, what do we got here? 1, 2, 4. Oop, that might be an EMF 5 right there. Still need to figure out where our ghost is, though. The fact that it evented on me makes me think that it is upstairs, because a ghost does have to be on the same floor as you and within 15 meters to event. So I'm going to stop and do actual thermometer readings. Checking the temperature here. It does look like it's going up in the kitchen. Uh-oh. Are you going down? No, I think it's just fluctuating a little bit. Let's see, do I have a guaranteed death map? It used to be Camp Woodwind. But that was back when I wasn't as good at the game. But still, I still get the heebie-jeebies over Camp Woodwind. Like, it's not as bad as it used to be. Now there's, like, different things that frustrate me about it, I guess. Let's see, Willow is currently your favorite map? Same. Willow and Sunny Meadows for me. Here's another tip about reading the Tier 1 thermometer. Try to get your back to the light, because if your back is fully to the light, you won't have that annoying reflection that makes it hard to read. Yeah, temp is going up quite a bit now. Oh, well, that seems conclusive. Oh, that's right, it broke the lights in here, the butthole. Is this actually the ghost room? I know it evented on me in here, but typically when a ghost events, it teleports to you to manifest. Also, playing Parakeet. Thank you for the 5-month resub. No, I don't think this is the ghost room. I think it probably just turned that light on when it was leaving. Also, Exordium, thank you for the 40 stream streak. And Sherbert, thank you so much for the 50 stream streak. Holy crap, y'all. Halfway to a hundo. Yeah, Woodwind is so exposed. Like, the... Oh. Okay, yeah. Well, we have shoes out of the way. Shoes misplaced. We have cold breath in here. Temperature is dropping. Looks like this is our ghost room. So, let me throw my equipment down and bring some more stuff in. Yeah, hard to get away from the ghost on Woodwind. So if you have like a, Revenant especially, because you know Revenants when they know where you are, so if they have line of sight on you or they know where you are some other way, they run so fast to get to you. Okay, so let me grab the ultraviolet thing, and let's grab a notebook and a video camera. I'll get the dots projectors in last. Hey, good luck, creative. Woodwind's your warm-up map. See, the thing that annoys me about Woodwind these days is if the ghost is outside, it can be really tough to get evidence. Just because the ghost wanders around so much when it's outside. Compared to, like, in a room or something like that. Okay, so I'm checking the doors and windows here to see if it left any ultraviolet. Checking our temperature again. It's getting pretty cold. It is not continuously going down, so that makes me doubt that we're going to have freezing. But, oh, did I check for orbs? I think I just dropped the video camera and didn't look around. Not seeing orbs. So let me put that back. Do I have any tips for item ordering when it matters? I do have like a personal order of items that I go through, but I think it's more just down to like my personal preference rather than any sort of like strategic kind of thing. But I usually start with the EMF meter, the flashlight, or I usually grab a flashlight, an EMF meter, and a camera. Just because I like to have that EMF meter, because if I hear the ghost do something, but I don't see it, I can run around until my EMF meter goes off to try to figure out, you know, what did you do? Where did you do it? And then after that, I can bring in the thermometer and try to pinpoint where the ghost is. See, Striker says, I was playing the other day, and the ghost yeeted a teddy bear at you, and you turned to look at the bear, and it teleported away. Oh my god. In all my time of playing Phasmophobia, I've only seen the stuffed animals get teleported once. Like, I've seen the aftermath of it, but I've never caught the actual teleport except for one time. See, doing the weekly? Yep, we just started the weekly challenge right now. We have a ghost in this room. It might have EMF 5. Okay. Checking our thermometer again. Nope, no freezing yet. Okay. Let me get my spirit box out. Are you here? Okay, we got spirit box. Get that marked. And also, you know, I'm gonna go grab a candle. I'm gonna go grab a candle and some salt. See if we can use salt to... Oh, airball. No, not my sanity, no! No! You can actually run away from these if you're fast enough. Like, eventually they will end. Oh. Oh, no! No! The ghost is like, oh, you're not getting away that easy. Anyway, we know it's not an Onryo. Or not an Onryo. We know it's not an Oni. Oni will not do that particular ghost event right there. Oh my god. The ghost outsmarted me. Anyway, once again, I think that we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think these here might be EMF 5s, but I'm not catching it in there. Okay, grab that there. So we're going to use the candle to try to farm EMF 5. Every time the ghost blows out a candle, it normally does EMF 2. But if you have an EMF 5 ghost, sometimes it'll be EMF 5. Zombie Shroom Queen, thank you for the 2-month resub. And then I'm going to use the salt to try to get some ultraviolet footprints out of it. So, Onryo is still an option, so oh, come on, don't fart on me again. Oh, that's actually a light switch touch. Right? No, it just turned all the power off, dang it. Crap. Okay, I'm going to turn that candle off. I know as soon as I go down there... Wait, maybe it's a Wraith. If we have Spirit Box and EMF 5, it could be a Wraith. Therefore, it won't step in my salt. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to grab my flashlight. I'm going to go get the power back on, and I'm going to see if it steps in that salt by the time I get back. Oh, man. Yeah, not a Djinn. I don't think Djinn's an option at the moment, but that would discount it as a Djinn if Djinn was still on the board. Because the way to tell if a ghost actually turned the breaker off or if the breaker got blown is when you turn the breaker back on, if any of your lights that were on before come back on, like that, that is conclusive proof that the ghost turned it off. Let's see. What did you miss? Not too much, Jessica. We just did our warm-up. I almost got a perfect. I almost got a very quick perfect on Ridgeview, but then I forgot to do one of my objectives. Not again! No! This ghost won't stop farting on me. Oh, no. It knows that I can't get my sanity back up. It's just getting me with event after event. Oh, my God. But anyway, I'm leaning towards Wraith. What will the Wraith's other evidence be? Dots projector? Okay. Let me, since the ghost has obliterated my sanity... Hang on, that looks like another EMF 5 to me. Let me check over here and see if the ghost does any dots for me. I guess I could probably do a better dots layout here, but I think this is good enough. Yeah, what a gassy ghost. It's like, where does ghosts eat? Taco Bell? Oh, man. Dang, I read Gyo by Junji Ito the other day, which is, at first it seems to be about walking robot zombie fish, but then it ends up being about a bacteria that when living organisms are infected with it, it just makes them constantly produce gas, you know, out their mouth, out their butts, and it gets pretty gross. It gets pretty morbid. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about now. Let's see. Boo, welcome in. How you doing? I think this is a Wraith. I really think this is a Wraith that I can't actually get EMF 5 off of. Oh, that's right. We're in hunt range. Whoops. Okay. Oh, there's the hunt. There's the hunt. Unfortunately, it's a baby. Oh, shoot. It didn't see me. It didn't see me. So I could hide over here and hopefully get lucky. There is no hiding on this challenge, but the odds of the ghost walking back here are pretty low. Now that I've said that, I feel like it's guaranteed. How much sanity does the airball drain? 10%. Don't like that. Don't like that. Cool, okay. Well, I'm marking Wraith and hoping for the best. I think it literally grabbed me through the wall. Okay, well then. And if I'm wrong, nobody saw that. Rip. Good thing I'm not wrong. Anyway, there's round 1 in the bag. We got a Wraith. Like I said, I was finally tipped off by the fact that it wasn't stepping in my salt, but prior to that, we got Spirit Box for sure, and I thought I saw EMF 5 on the board, so those two things, and then taking forever to step in the salt made me think Wraith. All right, y'all, it's time for round 2 of Vulnerable. Getting back in there. Do I have Willow Street selected? No, I don't. Now we do. Okay, here we go. We are looking for Judy Moore. Grabbing a flashlight, grabbing a EMF, grabbing a thermometer. Man. I guess the challenge would have been too easy if they gave us tier 3 stuff, but man, why'd they have to give us tier 1? Let's see, Rose says, got some of the Werther's Caramel Apple hard candies. Ooh, I think these were soft, the ones that I saw. But yeah, that sounds good too. Like, I'm down for anything. Let's see. Can you carbonate a Madrina's drink? I don't know. I mean, you'd probably want to mix it up first. Like, if you mixed it up first and then put it in your, you know, then, like, blasted the carbonation into it from a soda stream, I bet that would work. But I don't have a soda stream, so I don't know. I haven't heard from anybody who's tried it. Boop. Eldritch says, I'm just salty that they gave us tier 1 flashlights. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, at least I do think the tier 1 flashlight now is better than the basic flashlight in Phasmo used to be. Because I did play some classic Phasmophobia recently, and man, those basic flashlights in that game are so bad. They're so bad. Like, if you ever really want to appreciate modern, current Phasmophobia, go play some classic Phasmo. You'll be begging to play modern Phasmo again. Okay, anyway, the temperature's really cold because of the snow outside. The temperature inside the house is always what the outside temperature is before you turn the breaker on. So prior to us turning the breaker on, it was 5 degrees Celsius in here. Turning the breaker on, the temperature's now slowly climbing back up. So it's going to take us a little bit to find the ghost purely from temperature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm going to wander around and see if the ghost has knocked anything off the wall or thrown anything. Well, there's a picture on the floor. That's a pretty good indicator right now. So I'm going to say it's probably in the living room, the kitchen, or the garage. It looks like the kitchen. Let's see. Mr. Doodle, welcome in. How you doing? Honestly, just blast up your brightness. It's painful, but hey, you get to see what the tier on. Yeah, I mean, personally, I run the game on 150% brightness. Because otherwise, on 100%, I can't see anything when the lights are off. They are going to be upgrading the lighting engine to Unity 6 sometime this year, I think. I think that's supposed to be out this year. And I'm hoping that helps with the darkness. Does light in the room affect temperature? Nope, only whether or not the power's on. And it looks like the ghost turned the power off, so. Back to 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, before I go back down to the basement to get the power on, let me look around here for an orb. See if we have any orbs. I do not see any orbs. But yeah, like I was saying in the first round, because you don't have any sort of sanity restorations type stuff, try to stay in the light as much as you can. And if you're even nervous about losing sanity, go in with a candle, because holding a lit candle slows down your sanity drain. The higher the tier, the more the drain reduction. So tier 1's not amazing, but it's better than nothing. Rose, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Let's see. Wednesday says, this week's challenge was way easier than you expected. Did it with a buddy, got 0 hunts. Nice. Yeah, see, the only reason I got hunted last time is because the ghost kept doing airballs on me over and over. But if you can keep the ghost from hunting, you know, by keeping your sanity up, this is basically just a normal 3 evidence investigation with tier 1 equipment. The only thing you really need to worry about is if you have a ghost that drains a lot of sanity or keeps doing ghost events on you, or if you have a high threshold hunter ghost, like a demon or an Onryo or an Unaged Thayer or something like that. Oh no, Winzo, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of people lost their streaks recently. I think Twitch did something. I don't know. It's easy to blame Twitch for these things. Tiago, thank you for the 7-stream streak. Yeah, some good news is, one, now everybody has streaks. Everybody stream, like if you're a streamer, you have the stream streak ability now on Twitch. And also, too, if you do miss a streak, if you do miss a stream, you can get your streak back by watching the VOD within 24 hours of the stream. Yeah, it's the baby again! Why? Oh, huh? Turn the TV on in here. Let me go grab this thing, the ultraviolet flashlight. Because if a ghost has ultraviolet, it will leave a fingerprint on the TV remote when it turns it on. I don't see one though, so I'm guessing our ghost probably doesn't have ultraviolet, unless it's an Onryo or something. Yeah, go away, small child. Are you here? Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Are you here? Where are you? Do you like me? Are you friendly? No, I'm laughing. Red and chat said, I'm the baby. Gotta love me, which is from the old sitcom Dinosaurs. Good lord, you could not escape that baby in the 90s. The baby from that show was not quite as ubiquitous as Bart Simpson was back then, but man. I feel like everybody was quoting that baby. Saying I'm the baby. Wait a minute, I already have a video camera in there. What am I doing? I have all my equipment in there. What am I doing? I don't know. Here, let me put some salt down, and let's go and grab a candle. Maybe a motion sensor, too. You remember that thing? Yeah, I think Pizza Hut had like rubber puppets from that show that you could get. Pizza Hut did a lot of rubber puppets. I think they did Dinosaurs, they did Land Before the Time, I think they did Casper. I think Koodles is watching Casper in his Discord today, actually. Let's see, love that show. Yeah, I remember, I don't think I ever, like, watched it, but just, like, as a cultural thing in the 90s, I do remember being like, yeah, dinosaurs. Okay, anyway, what are we doing here? Is this the ghost? I don't think this is the ghost room. I think I'm getting pranked. This is the ghost room, which explains why it turned the TV on. Okay. Moving our stuff. We basically got to redo the investigation now. Oh, hey, it did blow this out. What do we got? Just a regular EMF 2? Let's see. Just got off work, nerdy. How you doing? I hope work went well. Let's see, remember Pizza Hut is a full-service restaurant? Same. They closed our Pizza Hut at the height of lockdown. And they closed a lot of Pizza Huts at the height of lockdown, and I think the majority of the ones left now are, you know, like Domino's, where you walk in and get your pizza. And that makes me sad, because I have so many fond memories of Pizza Hut. You know, going there, playing arcade games, cruising world. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Al. Doing good. A lot of barking hairy dogs today. Do you have a lot of not hairy dogs? I guess now I'm imagining a long-haired dog versus short hair. Man, what's this ghost doing? Oh, hey, we have freezing. Cool. We have freezing temperatures, and did I check for orbs? There is an orb over there. So we have freezing, we have orbs, our ghost just evented, but I did not get an opportunity to record it. Alright, so we're down to Revenant, Yurei, Hantu, and Onryo. I don't think we're getting ultraviolet, so it's probably not a Hantu or a Mimic, but I'm going to put some salt down to check. Let's see, missed the Pizza Hut salad bars, yeah, the buffet too. Oh man. Things aren't what they used to be. Okay, what am I doing here? Salt, all kinds of salt. Let's see, was it possible to check Spirit Box during the last event? You can do Spirit Box while the ghost is eventing, yeah. You can even do Spirit Box while the ghost is hunting. I wouldn't advise it unless you have a Dio, but you can do it. Okay, so we do need to check Spirit Box again, though, because last time I did it was in the kitchen. Which probably wasn't close enough for the tier 1 to pick up. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my ultraviolet. Gonna turn that off. Are you here?
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So we got Spirit Box, orbs, and freezing. It might be an Onryo. I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's a Mimic. It did not leave any footprints. But there's one way to find out if it's an Onryo. Gonna make it blow that candle out 2 more times, because it already blew it out once. It already blew this candle out once, so we just need to get it to blow it out 2 more times. See, but that salt costs a fortune. Yeah, ghost hunting salt? It's actually just regular salt, don't tell anybody. It's regular salt with an upcharge. The tier 2 I think is supposed to be like pink Himalayan fancy salt. I don't have incense, that is true. So if this ghost does hunt when I make it blow out these candles, we are going to either have to loop a baby or I'm going to have to try that room again. But so far, hang on, double checking. Yeah, I think this is actually an Onryo. So when it blows this candle out here, it should haunt. Because I think this should be the third candle blow, because it blew it out once in the kitchen. See, definitely an Onryo if it blows it out within 20 seconds of you lighting it. That is true. It has to be the same candle, though. I got confused on this recently. It has to be the same candle or the same lighter. Because if you have multiple candles, it can blow a second candle out within 20 seconds. I even saw, I think it was Lil P posted a clip showing an alternative way that you can find out an Onryo by just holding your lighter out and see if the lighter gets blown out within 20 seconds. Is there a time limit between candle blowouts? Oh, there's the hunt. There's our Onryo. Okay. Am I gonna die every time on this one? But yeah, for individual candles, non-Onryo ghosts have a 20-second cooldown. I don't know what the Onryo's cooldown is, but it's a lot less than 20 seconds. Mark, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, I think probably on TikTok too, but I've been seeing them on Instagram. Lil P's been posting a lot of kind of like outside-the-box Phasmophobia tips. Stuff that you wouldn't normally think of doing. Like the lighter thing, you know? Like, I'm normally very careful not to pull my lighter out if I think my ghost is an Onryo, because that can throw off the candle test. But you could use the lighter itself for a test. Alright, there's our Onryo. Let's hit the button. Cross our fingers that a mimic didn't trick us by mimicking an Onryo. And yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's an Onryo. Mostly because we didn't get any ultraviolet whatsoever. Cool. There's round 2. But yeah, when it comes to figuring out if your Onryo or Hantu is a mimic, you basically just have to look for the missing evidence. So, the mimic's real evidence is ultraviolet, spirit box, and freezing, but the monkey wrench in that is the ghost orbs. Mimic always has ghost orbs hanging out in the in its favorite room. So, if you get ghost orb, spirit box, and freezing for an Onryo, you gotta look for ultraviolet. Or you gotta do the Onryo test and see if it triggers. If you have ultraviolet, ghost orb, and freezing, your journal will say you have a Hantu. To make sure it's not a mimic, you gotta look for spirit box. Or alternatively, you could turn the breaker off, make the ghost hunt, and see if it has that cold breath to prove it's a Hantu. Alright, it's time for round 3 of Vulnerable. Things have been going pretty smooth so far. But, you know, it's kind of hard for it not to go smooth when we have 3 evidence. Okay, so I'm grabbing my flashlight, my EMF meter, and my thermometer. We're looking for Michelle Norris. It sounds like it's raining or storming out. Please don't be a blood moon. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Cat says I like crisp cookies. Yeah, I think I prefer my cookies crispy, crunchy. You know, what's vulnerable? That's the name of the weekly challenge that we're doing. You can do !weekly in chat to get the full details of the challenge. Not the full details. It doesn't list every little parameter, but it gives you the general overview of it. All right. Eating cheese? What kind of cheese you got, AC? Oh, I forgot to buy the pumpkin spice cheese. I was at Aldi the other day and they had pumpkin spice cheese. I think it was Wensleydale, the cheese that Wallace and Gromit are always eating. And I can't. It's either going to be really good or terrible, and probably nowhere in between. Yeah, pumpkin spice cheese. The packaging is adorable. I almost want to get it just for the packaging. Oh, I thought the light got turned out on me. See, happy birthday! Hey, thank you. My birthday's not until the 17th, but I have been, I guess, putting out the early call for it. I did put together a throne wish list if anybody would like to grab me anything for my birthday. I think it's just throne.com/DontFightDucks. There's still a couple of things left on there. Got some Goosebumps books, a couple of cheap DVDs. Let's see. Trey says, Ducks, I can't stand you. Your fear of so many foods, but you will try that cheese. Look, I like cheese and I like pumpkin spice. I don't know. It's true. There's a lot of foods that weird me out on a conceptual level. Blame the neurodivergence. Haven't seen Wallace and Gromit in forever. I think they had a new movie last year or the year before. There's never an in-between with pumpkin spice things. It's either really good or the worst thing you've ever had, right? Which is why I'm so happy that the pumpkin spice Madrinas is really good. I love the pumpkin spice Madrinas. Like, it might be one of my favorite pumpkin spice things. Oh! Ghost just turned the power off, so at least we know it's not a gin. See, AC has an assortment of brie, soft goat, blue cheese, and an old Gouda. Ooh. Some of those cheeses do scare me. I'm not brave enough to try blue cheese, but I will try pumpkin spice cheese, apparently. Feel like you can't stomach cinnamon cheese? That's absolutely fair. Let's see. See, I do like, you know, even before, like, the pumpkin spice craze that Starbucks started, I do like, you know, fall pumpkin-y flavored things. But ever since the pumpkin spice latte did blow up at Starbucks, yeah, every company now just has to have pumpkin spice whatever. Oh, you saw a can in the basement? I was too busy thinking about cheese. Oh, you're right! Right there. Okay, so let me pull the thermometer out. And I heard something in here, too. Okay, just got an EMF 2 on that hammer. In real life, if your hammer's giving you EMF 2, that's cause for concern. Alright, looks like this is probably our ghost room here. That can throw was either the ghost wandering down there, or maybe twins. Have I tried Biscoff cookie butter? I have not. That sounds good, though. Behold the power of cheese. Poops my pants. Anyway. DOD, how you doing? There's some honey clover soft goat cheese that you used to get and love so much. Ooh. I will say, Aldi has an amazing cheese wall. There's so many cheeses there that I don't even know where to begin, but I kind of want to get on the cheese train at Aldi, you know? Try some cheeses. They're pretty small portions too. They're pretty cheap. So it's not like a big commitment if you get a cheese you don't like. Steph, I'll catch you later. Thank you for hanging out. Did the mannequin get moved? I don't know. Where'd it go? Let me check. I'll take a peek. Nope, it's right there. It's where it usually is. What if your hammer gives a Geiger reading? Also cause for concern. Consider encasing it in lead. Let's see, Moonman, how you doing? Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Oh, you're right here, and you threw a can at me. Okay. Regular EMF 3 there. Okay, so we have Spirit Box. Did I check for orbs in here? Used to be friends with a cheesemonger? Nice. One of my friends works at Kroger, and she was promoted to Kroger's cheese master. Apparently every year Kroger has like some kind of cheese cutting ceremony where they oh, what's that? Ghostwriting? Where they bring out like a big giant, like one of those giant wheels of Parmesan. And she gets to cut it every year. Doing my best not to make a cut the cheese joke. Aldi does have some good stuff. They do. We got a lot of Halloween decorations from Aldi this year, which are super cute. We got all these like little metal pumpkins that have LED candles on them. The downside is that they all take AAA batteries. Who has those? So, and on top of that too, it has a timer mode where it's supposed to come on for 6 hours and then be off the rest of the day. We left it in timer mode for 2 days and it just sucked the batteries dry. And it's like, what the heck? What use is this? So I don't know that they thought that one through, but they're still cute. We're going to turn them on sometimes because we don't have rechargeable AAAs. Have plenty of rechargeable AA's, but not AAA. Okay. Mentioning a cheese train made you think of how cheese is... Oh, hey, now move the mannequin. Cheese is industrially shipped in mass quantities, is it? I do know one of the cheeses I got recently from Aldi was from Wisconsin, but I think they have some others too. Want to be a cheese master? Yeah, it's like, forget being a Pokemon master. I want to be a cheese master. I want to cheese the very best. Okay. How do you apply? I don't know how one becomes a cheese master. I think she was just promoted to cheese master because there were no other I think she was the only one working at the deli counter. So she just kind of became the cheese master by default. Let's see, what have we got? We got a spirit, a poltergeist, a mare, a Moroi, and a Diogen. I sure hope not. I sure hope it's not a Moroi. Let me go check my sanity. Lactose intolerance. Your lactose intolerant self came in at the wrong time. I'm sorry, Raven. Yeah, that's the only thing stopping me from trying a bunch of cheeses at Aldi. I ate a little too much of a super aged cheddar, which, you know, the longer a cheese is aged, the less it's... Ooh, that might be a Moroi. The less it's supposed to, like, bother you if you have lactose issues. But I guess I ate just a little too much cheese one night, and it did, in fact, bother me. There's nothing wrong with Cheese Whiz, Trey. I mean, I like the fake cheeses. I like the real cheeses. They just don't like me sometimes. Karate Master versus Cheese Master is a movie you'd watch. I feel like that would just involve a Cheese Master being beat up. Okay, I really think this is probably a Moroi. But to figure out if it's a Moroi, what am I going to have to do? Get freezing temperatures? Okay, what's my sanity at? 58%. You know what? I'll tell you how we can find out if it's a Moroi without going down into the basement to check for freezing. We're going to stand in here in the light. If my sanity goes down from standing in the light, we are Moroi cursed. Because the Moroi curse makes it so you lose sanity even standing in the light, not just the dark, and your sanity drain is doubled. So if we stand here for just a minute, we're gonna walk out and see that our sanity is quite a bit lower than 58. Or if we stand here too long, this door's probably gonna shut and the ghost is gonna hunt. See, I don't think I've ever had brie cheese before. Conversation's gotten really cheesy. I agree. I feel like last week when I was doing the weekly challenge, I think we were talking about like children's horror media. This week we're talking about cheese. Just waiting for... Oh, it's a Moroi. Okay. Hope it's not a baby. Hope it's not a baby. See, the thing about Moroi is... Oh, cool. The thing about Moroi is that, yeah, they do get faster the lower your sanity is. And once you get down to about 20%, the Moroi gets going really fast. But at regular hunt threshold, 50% for the Moroi, they're not that fast. So if you want to determine a Moroi by hunt speed, you do got to get your sanity really low. Can't watch one of these streams without getting hungry. I'm sorry. That's been a curse of this stream for years. I have been streaming on Twitch for over... Oh, yeah, that's a Moroi. I have been streaming on Twitch for over 10 years at this point, and rampant food discussion has always been a problem. Okay, now the question... Wow, that's a real funky curve. That's cool. Ever since Chronicle dropped, the board's been able to do some real funky curves like this. Now the question is, do I want to try to run in the basement to check for freezing to verify that this is a Moroi? I don't know that I'm going to make it down there in time. No, I don't need to verify. My sanity was 38. We had 50 when we went in there. There's no way. There's no way that this is anything other than a Moroi. Let's push the button, go back to the lobby, and get my rewards. I mean, if we do die, there's no risk, you know. You can die and still get the challenge as long as you have the right ghost circled. There we go. All right. $5,000 coming my way. Nice. 5,225. So, we're at level 88. What's that going to get me to? Level 89. And I got a bonus $500 for leveling up. Nice. But that is the weekly challenge vulnerable. It's not that bad. The biggest challenge is going to be sanity management and dealing with tier 1 equipment. So as long as you're decent at managing your sanity, or if you're used to playing on professional especially, because this does have 200% sanity drain. But yeah, just stay in the light, carry candles if you're nervous about that, and you know, if you're getting evented a lot, just keep an eye on your sanity and you'll be fine.